Hello everyone, this is Levy, and today we're going to talk about some of the best beginner fish for people who are just starting out in the hobby. Now just to preface, I don't want to tell you what to do. So the kinds of fish that you should be looking for as a beginner are going to be bright and active, interesting to look at. They're going to be hardy so they don't die if you make little mistakes in the beginning, which most of us do. And they should definitely be peaceful. In the beginning, we like to have lots of different kinds of fish. We're still learning the hobby, we're still feeling things out to see which kind of fish we like the best. And if you have peaceful fish, they will most likely mesh together without casualties. And with that, let's begin with some of my recommendations. One of the very best fish for beginners is definitely going to be the different species of live bearers. Live bearers, in this case, means ENDLERS, Guppies, MOLLIES, Platys, and Swordtails. Why are they so great for beginners, you ask? Well, they're all very colorful, they're all very active, they're all pretty hardy, and they're pretty peaceful. I personally really enjoy keeping Swordtails if you have an aquarium that's over 30 gallons. But any one of these fish are really fun to have. They're really happy little guys. If you keep males and females of these together, you will absolutely get fry. That means baby fish. Whether or not they survive depends on how quickly you can catch them out before some of the other fish eat them, but that's besides the point. I will always recommend live bearers to beginners for the simple fact that they're just really easy to keep. I always make the joke that when it comes to most live bearers, you just add water. Next on my list are going to be Cory catfish and bristlenose plecos. I've included both of these because they're both different kinds of catfish, just in wildly different families. Cory catfish are really cool because there's many different kinds of them. There are dwarf Cory catfish. There are also many others in different sizes, patterns, even colors. And if you really want to give some money out, they have orange laser Corys, which are really pretty. I like them a lot. Bristlenose catfish, on the other hand, will not be bottom dwelling. They will be more on the glass, and they do a pretty good job at eating algae. However, they do poop a lot. So don't get it thinking that you won't have to scrape your glass anymore. You should get it because you actually really like them, like I do. I love bristlenose catfish. Bristlenose catfish also come in different colors, but for the most part, you're going to find albinos, the classic wild type, which is like a dark with some spots. I have reds in here. It's really up to you what you like and what you can find. These fish are really hardy, they're fun to watch, and they're super peaceful. Corys aren't going to mess with anyone. Bristlenose plecos, in my experience at least, have never messed with anyone. Definitely consider getting one of these kinds of catfish for your next tank. If you're starting out in the hobby with a bigger tank, then I would definitely recommend something like Bosemani rainbow fish. There are other kinds of rainbow fish, but my personal experience is mostly with Bosemanis. I really like them because they have really pretty colors, a very interesting body shape, they do super well in a community tank, and they're just really fun to watch. They do get a little bit larger, so like I said, they do need to be kept in a larger tank, but if you have one, definitely consider getting rainbow fish. As I said before, if you're starting out with something just a little bit bigger, you can also go for things like rummy nose tetras, which are really cool schooling fish. I love their red faces and their little stripy tail. They also have an interesting schooling behavior once you get enough of them in a school. You can also do something like cardinal tetras, which are very much like neon tetras, but they have a little bit more red and they get a little larger. They're very impressive once you get them into a bigger school. But again, I would recommend a bigger tank for a bigger school. Another cool fish that you can keep are celestial pearl danios, striped danios, leopard danios. Danios are really cool little fish that have nice patterns, especially the Celestial Pearl Danio. I like that one a lot. It's just very interesting to look at. Small, peaceful, not going to be a big problem. Definitely check out Danios if your tank is running a little bit cooler, as they require lower temperatures than some of the other tropical fish that we would usually see in the fish hobby. Thank you for making it to the end of my video. Please remember that these recommendations are based off of my personal experience and opinion, so if I didn't list a fish that you kept in the beginning or want to keep in the beginning, it doesn't mean that you can't or shouldn't keep that fish. These are just fish that I feel that a beginner would do really well with and have the least amount of mistakes and casualties, and would just have more fun with while getting comfortable with the hobby in its entirety. Again, I thank you for watching. If you guys have any questions or ideas for other things I might cover in future videos, let me know in the comments below, and of course, remember to always love your fish.